here we go. Welcome to Final Fantasy XIV DS. I got a review copy, so I'm going to go ahead and show it off to you guys early. As you can see, there's still a lot of issues with the camera, especially. I imagine they'll fix that whenever the full game is out, but this is, like I said, this is just a review copy, so there's a lot of bugs. A little glitchy. What I'm going to go ahead and do is just test some dungeons out. So I guess we'll start with something easy, Sastasha. And just run on through it. This is a very, very easy dungeon. I cannot even stress how easy this dungeon is. If you look very closely, you can see on the bottom screen that it says my level is 70. Now that's a bigger number than 15, which is what level these guys are, and bigger numbers are better. That's basically the main mechanic of this game, and as long as you can keep that in mind, you can do a good job. So what we need to do here is we need to run, take a right, and then arrows. We gotta hit that guy with the button. And then we just gotta keep running. Manic, we're gonna see some catgirls later, alright? I'm trying to show off how to play this game because this is a new version of the game. And we gotta show off to everyone just what is different about it. And not much is different. Like I said, the camera is a little odd. Other than that, the game's pretty much the same. See, these are level 15 too. 15. These are level 12. Now, this is a tricky one, because 12 is less than 15, so you might get confused, but it's still less than 70, don't worry. We just move on, take out the clam. It's very important that we kill the clam. It's actually not that important, I'm going to move on. There's another clam. This one's not important either. I don't think any of these clams are very important. Just like in real life, clams aren't that big of a deal, and they never have been, and anyone who says otherwise is not my friend. So over here, we're supposed to pick a coral. Would you guys stop? Just stop. Thank you. God. Alright, we pick a little coral here. Did something happen? Oh yeah. Then we hit the switch. Now, this is confusing to some people, I'm sure, because this doesn't look like a Switch. Now, normally whenever you see a Nintendo Switch, it's got the screen and it's got the Joy-Cons on the side. This one just has the one Joy-Con, it doesn't have any buttons. And that can be confusing for some, but don't worry, it's still a Nintendo Switch. There's a, Did you stop that? Cool. Here we go. Moving on. Yeah, there's some dogs. Not that important. Now, this is where it differs from real life, because normally dogs are very important, but in this version of the game, you don't even have to worry about it. You don't gotta feed them or anything. They're not real, they're just numbers. And like I said, as long as you know what numbers are, you can play this game. That does leave most of our viewers unable to play, but I'm sure you can figure it out as you go along. Moving right along. And I'm never not going to be moving right along. I think what we have to do now is we have to open this door. Please open. There. Oh, we need a keys. There it is. Here's the fun part. A key is an item which is used to unlock a door, or anything with a lock. That's something to keep in mind because there are many keys in this game. This guy's gonna come with me. And then, what we gotta do? Do that. And see again, here's another key. If you remember from earlier, a key is something that unlocks a door. Keep that in mind, take notes, please. And it's pretty much just the same thing from here. Nothing really changes or nothing like that. It's just sort of all the same. Like even this guy, this is the same exact thing that happened earlier. So don't ever expect anything to be different, to change, to maybe be abnormal, because it's all just going to be the same. Now as you can see, I've turned invisible. That is a special ability that doesn't work because these guys will still see me. There we go. See, look at that. Remember this guy? Because I don't. Now we're at the final boss. Now this is actually the final boss of the game, but you fight him early, and you fight him early. And actually that's a lie, and this isn't the final boss of the game, it's just the final boss of this dungeon, and I'm sorry that I lied, but I thought it would be funny. We won. Playing that classic Dragon Quest finish music. We just gotta go through the exit. That's all you gotta do. Now, this is on a cartridge, which means that there is slower load time, which is the complete opposite of what a cartridge means. That's just Square Enix for you. So, I guess we're going to move on to a more difficult dungeon. Now, if you see, these dungeons, they all have a level. And just like the enemies, if my level, 70, is a bigger number, that means that this dungeon will be easy. So we're going to go to... yeah, let's go to the... Sastasha. Now I know we were just in Sastasha, but we're going to be there again because it's different. And I said earlier that nothing was different. This time it is. Now as you can see, this is a completely different area. That red thing right there, I don't know if you remember because I don't, but it wasn't there before. And also, these numbers... 50, now this is something else to just keep in mind. 50 is a bigger number than 15, but a smaller number than 70. Which means that I'm still going to win. I know it's confusing. I know it's something that you gotta take notes on it. You gotta remember it. 50 is smaller than 70. We're just gonna run along, because none of this matters. Ah, hell. This does matter, I gotta kill these guys. It's easy though. Like I said, 50 is, less than 70. I have to check my own notes. See, I mean, I know how difficult it is to remember something like that. Now, nothing about this is different. I'm actually looking at it now, and that blue down there, God, this always happens. I'm trying to point something out. Someone comes up. Like, hey, are you games Repainted? Yes, I am. Alright, this blue over here, this water, that was definitely there before. I definitely remember that. I don't remember this green thing. So that might be important later. I'm going to go ahead and put a marker here so that I remember to come back. This is just like Metroid. If you've ever played Metroid, that's a game about Samus, who is an alien hunter, and she fights the aliens in the planet. And the goal of that game is to go backwards. So this is just like that. We're going backwards. Typically, pumps don't look like this. A pump, if you've ever played Mario Brothers, a pump is that green thing that he slides into. But in this game, we just touch it. We don't slide into it. We don't do anything else with it. It's not Mario. There's a spider. I hope Andy's not watching. It's the simplest thing. Just hit the 3 buttons in a row. This is taking a lot longer than I thought it would. Are we done? Alright, we're done. Are we done? Yeah, we're done. Now, earlier, I'm going to reference this again. Keys are items that unlock anything with a lock on them. But if you see this treasure chest, it has a lock. We don't need a key. Keep that in mind. These, we don't need a key either. There's nothing good in them. Typically, that is the case. These fish, if you've ever looked at a fish, you might notice that these fish are not in the water. And these fish either. They're not in the water. That's a new feature that's going to come in patch 2.8, but we got it early. Because like I said, this is a review copy for the Nintendo DS, which is Nintendo's best-selling home console. This is stupid. We moving on yet? I have no goal here. No aspiration, nothing to look forward to. All I'm going to do is what I'm doing. Now, this guy, he's not important. As you can see, this door, it has a lock, but it's already open. That means we don't need to use a key. It's a very important distinction to make. Again, lock, right there, but it's already open. We don't need to use a key. If you remember, I marked a place earlier on this map with the A. That's completely unimportant and I'm getting rid of it. Now this door. This door is closed. But what's neat about this door, and this is the only door in the game that does this, you don't need a key. Alright, the goal in this fight is to win. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And it shouldn't take too long. It never really does. Oh boy. I got my stealth camo activated, and Otacon's going to be pissed because I stole it from him. It's not working too well. I'm going to have to talk to him about that. We done yet? This guy's been following me for like 3 hours. Now, if you notice, these all died. And if you count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... We're gonna say 6, that was 6. 6 is more than 1. Which would normally mean that they had an advantage, because I'm only 1. They didn't, though, because like I said, my level is the most important thing in this game. If that number is higher than their number, that means I'll win. I can't remember the boss of this place. I think it's a fish. It's definitely some sort of fish. This guy's stupid. He doesn't even know what he's doing. Whoops. Oh, we can't get in there, because this gate, actually, it does have a lock, but instead of a key, killing these guys will open it. That's sometimes the case in real life, too, but you really shouldn't try it. And I'm not responsible if you die. Or you do it, and then they die, and then you get in trouble. We win yet? Come on. There we go. We've won. Now for this guy, I'm going to have to activate my power-up. Here it is. He doesn't know who I am, and that means that he's at a disadvantage. Oh shit. A disadvantage means that I have a higher chance of winning than he does. Now, chance is a concept, now see, here it says, a possibility of something happening. And that's just a good life skill to know what that is. And like I promised, my Super Saiyan form has enabled me to defeat him. Okay, power down. Good. Moving on. Alright, we're going to try something a little risky. Now these numbers, if you notice, 15, 16, 17. Each of those is a bigger number than the last. And if we keep going by that pattern, 50, 51, 53, 60. Now 60 is very close to 70, which means it won't be as easy for me to win this one. But I still will. Probably. We're gonna go fight plants. Load times, as I said earlier, are not the greatest. It's just how it is in this console version of the game. They really debated, as far as I read, they debated making a console version of this game just for that reason, that the load times would be so significant. For me, though, I think they really got something right with this review copy, because something's not right. That's better. Alright. Now, 60. If you remember earlier, I said that 60 was a bigger number than 50, and 70 is a bigger number than 50. So you might not recognize at first, but it's true that 70 is still bigger than 60. And this is taking a long time, and we're going to be here all day. So as soon as I kill this guy, I'm going to say we won. Oh, simple. Simple. Alright. And now, Manic, I hope you're watching, because it's time for me to upgrade. And here we go. That didn't do anything. Manic, I hope you're watching, because it's time for me to upgrade. Manic, I hope you're I hope you're watching, because it's time for me to upgrade. There. I hope you're happy. Did it all for you. Let me go ahead and zoom in so that you can see that. See, if you look closely, this is a cat. Now, Manic, I know how much you love cats. So, I've decided to be that. We're gonna go ahead and leave this place. And it's as easy as that. I think. It's not. There we go. Ooh. This has been a tough game so far. Ooh. This is a tricky one. Ooh. Sorry, I'm looking at my options, and I think I'm going to go ahead and look at my options here. A fun one... Now, this is going to be a lower number. It's going to be a lower number. The Sunken Temple of Corn. Brave Flay's Leste. No, I think we ought to go to... the Nivell. Something else to keep in mind, not just bigger numbers, but bigger sizes. I'm much bigger than this guy. That means I'll win. But only from one side. So I have to be careful. He's stupid, he doesn't know who I am. He doesn't know which side to attack from, because he's some sort of... Oh. Let's try adjusting a little thing here. No, that's not good. Let's try lowering this one. Oh, that's much better. Here we go. We can't lose now. He can't even see me. Now, once you know how to do it, this is a very easy fight. You just hit him once, wait, and then hit him again. It's just like any other game. Simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. I've already won. I think. Oh yeah. Now here he's throwing his temper tantrum, which typically is not a good sign, but I promise you, I've won. Alright, we're gonna do something different this time. I have an idea for a challenge for myself. There's such a thing as a card game. A card game, well, first you have to know what a game is. A game is fun. A card game is not fun. That's the key difference here. So we're going to go ahead and play this game. Alrighty. Now, before I even start, I don't have any idea what I'm doing. I think I'm winning. Did I do it? Yeah. I won. Draw. That means I didn't win. Here we go. I gotta pick the car first. That's what I did wrong. Here we go. Ah, shit. Here's the guy. Oh. How about this guy? Come on, he's cheating. Great. I'm gonna pick the turtle first. I think the turtle is a good starting card. Good opening. Fuck off. Well, he beat my turtle. Damn it. He's just got more guys than me. I think that's my problem, is that he's just got more guys. then this one is the really good card, but I still lost. So we're going to stop playing that because it's not fun. And now I have one last idea. This is going to be a short stream, but I don't want to play too much of this review copy because that'll just spoil the excitement for y'all whenever it comes out. We're going to go ahead. Going to do the hardest quest in the game, which is... oh shoot, where did it... I'm making this up as I go along. I'm not sure which one of these would be fun to do. This one looks like fun. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna break character and just fucking go with it. Let's play around with this. I can change my model. Let me go ahead and change my scales back to normal first. There we go. Let's go ahead and change my model to... let's see, what would be fun? Sephiroth? That's a good one, that's a good one. Now see, Sephiroth, his name, it's a reference to trees, and he's a tree. And it's Sephiroth, because a tree rots. And that's sort of the whole thing with him. He's a lot bigger than, I think, my DS. He's bigger than my DS, so we're not going to play as Sephiroth. Let's play as a... would you... always with this. Unnecessary. Alright, here we go. This is Tiger. He's my friend. He's a very powerful character. Not the strongest fighter in this game. Ooh, I have a good idea. Let's pick something very small. Is this what I think it is? Yeah, it is. Andy, don't look. There we go. What the rock? Alright, this fucking blizzard over here. Try to find NPCs. Ah, I see. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. You know what? I think this is good enough. I think we had a really good stream today. Now, it might have been a little long, but I know that our fans, our loyal fans, will have appreciated such. Thank you so much for tuning in. I should have had a plan.